All right, it is Tuesday, July 7th. You've all asked for it. You all have wanted it. You've all waited for it. Joy Behar is back on the program.
Oh, that's right. I was missing, wasn't I?
You were gone for a while. You were traveling. You came back once, and then there's not been enough Joy Behar.
Well, I was away for 2 weeks in Europe.
Yes.
Doing my play, My First Ex-Husband.
Yes.
And then
You were back for a week.
And then we had a week off.
Yes. So it's not been enough.
And well, this time of year, we have a lot of time off, and I noticed that people don't like it.
They do not like it.
But we're not like a sitcom. A sitcom works for 6 months, and they're off for 6 months.
No.
We're working all year round.
As talk shows go, we actually have more shows than I think any other talk show. Yeah, I think most of them end their season in like May or June, and then they have repeats all summer. Oh. So we're giving you guys the extra time. But is it appreciated? No. Late night shows, when I worked in late night, I had so much time off. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But,
really,
it is what it is. But we're back. I understand. You guys are talking about important things, and people want to hear from you on it.
Right.
And it does seem like every time we're away, giant news things happen. The Supreme Court makes 7 rulings.
The Supreme Court is very disappointing.
It is. It is.
Very.
All right, but let's start by talking about your 4th of July. What'd you do?
Nothing, like I said, on the air.
All right, great.
I did nothing.
That's all right.
In fact, this is exactly what I said on the air.
All right, I thought maybe you were saving something for the podcast.
No, I slept more than Donald Trump did at the cabinet meetings that he could.
That was a good line. All right, well, how about this? Because Sunday, I called you in a panic. I'm not going to lie. I called you in a panic to ask you to cut your vacation short, come back to New York City early, and fill in for Whoopi, who at that point was still on the tarmac. There was a chance she would make it in.
Whoopi versus the volcano.
Whoopi versus the volcano. And the volcano won the first day.
Yeah.
As you mentioned on the show, I was on my knees. I wasn't actually on my knees. I loved all those headlines, by the way.
Oh, please.
Producer begs.
I said Brian was on his knees begging me, and was on his knees as he should be.
As he should be.
Well, first of all, people take things very seriously from me.
Yes.
They don't know that I'm 83 years old, which I keep saying now. Everybody knows it anyway.
Yes.
I was a comedian when I was a baby.
Yes.
I was in utero.
You were clearly joking. Everybody knows. I wasn't.
I'm joking. Also, I talk to my husband that way. Mm-hmm. I feel about you the way I feel about my husband.
That's lovely. But the point was, I did beg you to do the show.
You did, and I said yes.
I appreciated it. Thank you, because we all help each other out. Whoopi helps out when you're not here.
That's
you help
right.
out, and we needed your keen moderating instincts.
Which by the way, I enjoyed Monday's show.
Yeah, it was a great show.
It was a lot of fun, that show.
All right, so Whoopi came back today and was talking about Mount Etna erupting on the show today.
Yes.
And you said that you and Steve actually once drove up Mount Etna.
Yes.
How did that happen? Why were you up on?
Well, I was in Sicily. We stayed in Taormina, which is close by.
It's supposed to be beautiful.
And we said, let's take a ride up to Mount Etna. So we started driving up. It's going up.
Yeah.
And he started losing his eyesight.
Because of the smoke?
He gets up high. No, it was the atmosphere. I can't see.
Oh, my gosh.
I said, what?
Hysterical blindness?
I said, what do you mean you can't see? He said, I don't know. I can't see. I said, well, then pull over. You can't drive when you can't see.
Mm-hmm. And then what happened?
He got his vision back.
All right.
But I noticed that people were living right close to the top where the poverty is pathetic.
And it's so scary. I mean, to live that close to something. I mean, I even get nervous when I'm in L.A. about earthquakes and stuff. The idea of living next to a volcano is terrifying.
But they live there.
Yeah. All right. I do love Italy. It's so beautiful. And the food's so good.
A lot of
people
countries
are so nice.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Italy seems to combine everything you want.
Yeah.
It used to have really good weather. Now it's too hot in the summer. Mm-hmm. But it has really nice people, delicious food, art everywhere.
Yeah, culture everywhere.
And just a vibe, a cafe living outside.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
gorgeous men. They were in Rome especially.
That's what I noticed. No. All right. We've had 2 really great shows this week, which is odd because sometimes you guys come back from vacation a little loopy. Not so much. You were ready to go. Today we had former Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene with us.
Yeah.
It was an interesting segment, to say the least. What were your takeaways?
She's turned on Trump.
Yes.
Big time.
Which is usually enough for you to embrace somebody.
It is. I mean, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
That's how I feel in this case. And I really appreciate that she's sticking up for the Epstein victims.
Yes.
She seems a little bit on the the thing with the Jews I don't like about her. It's like, stop blaming the Jews already.
No, I agree. There was one funny moment today that is already becoming a meme, I think. Yeah. And it's, she referenced, like, you said to her we were running out of time.
Yes.
And she said she should be on for the whole hour. And you just paused for a second and said,
no.
It was one of those instantly iconic moments. You've had more than one on the show. But it was kind of hysterical.
What was her response to that?
She just kind of like looked at you for a minute and then laughed. But we were 10 minutes into the segment at this point.
It really was getting to be like, I saw the clock. It was like 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's always.
And I looked at you like, can we keep her? And you were like, no.
No, we were out of time. We were good to go. But I appreciate that she wants to come on. Listen, and the first time she was on the show, which was kind of like a big deal because we've talked about her so long in Hot Topics and because she had done this pivot kind of against
the president.
Against the president. Yeah. And it's... The first appearance she was on, she was still a fan of President Trump. You kept asking, do you still love him? Do you still love him? The second time, she had broken completely.
Right.
Now she's all the way there. Mm-hmm. But, I feel like there's still a lot of things to talk about with her from her perspective that doesn't line up with the tables. And the one thing I appreciate about her is the fact that she thinks it's important to go and sit with people that don't agree with her and have these conversations, which is something you've talked about too.
Yes.
I mean, you think that that's kind of what this show is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she is one of those people. Even the fact that Vance came on the show, I mean, they obviously know that they're going to get some trouble from us, and they come anyway, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Could you ever see yourself going on to with people that disagree with you?
Like Fox?
Yeah.
I could go on Fox.
Yeah, I think that Jessica Tarlov, if you took her seat at the table, she's great.
Yeah.
If you took her seat at the 5, I think you could make a nice little living there. I'm just saying.
You know what? I have no desire to do that whatsoever.
You could make millions, Joy.
It's funny how you come to the conclusion of what you really don't want to do. See, my husband, when he retired from teaching, he was doing junior high school in the Bronx. He had up to here already with that.
Yeah.
He knew he wanted to leave. This job is different.
Here's what I know. At the end of the season, you're done. You're always done. And then you miss us while we're gone because we have a long break.
I told you, I always miss you.
Yes.
I always miss Robin. I always miss Fran. I always miss Todd. I always miss some of the producers.
Yes.
I mean, the ones that I see a lot of.
And the rest.
And my hair and makeup people, I love them.
Yes.
So I miss the people.
Mm-hmm. And the platform for your plays, to sell your plays.
Well, that's true.
Yes.
I like to be here for my plays.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you realize that I have a whole new career as a playwright?
I do.
I started when I was 80 years old.
And as soon as you leave this show, it goes away.
No, it won't. I'll go on other shows and promote it.
All right, fine.
We already had this conversation.
I know. Strait of Hormuz. This is my Strait of Hormuz. All right. Let's go back to Senate candidate Graham Platner, which is another thing that happened on the show today.
Oh, him. Do we have to talk about him again?
We talked about him. You called on Maine voters to step up, and I think that was interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think that they will? I mean, Marjorie had a point. They knew this guy was a bad egg, and they voted for him anyway.
Her point was taken. But why did they do that? Because Democrats want to get rid of these Republicans who are in power, who are ruining the country.
Right. Now,
so they have to take the guy with the warts.
You said you wouldn't vote for this guy. Sunny didn't seem to make up her mind yet. She was still thinking that because she thinks we're in such a crisis.
Well, who are we going to vote for? Susan Collins? She can't be trusted to do the right thing.
No, but, I mean, now that we're into these horrible allegations.
Look, I give you the case of Ted Kennedy. Mm-hmm. Teddy Kennedy had that whole thing with Chappaquiddick, and yet people still wanted him in Congress. Why? Because he voted correctly. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, this is the world we live in. My question is, why can't they find people who are good people like you and me?
To be clear, Platner vigorously denies the allegation and said he's taking time to reflect on the best path forward. So many people have called him out. I got to think he's going to step away, but I don't know. ABC News right now has not confirmed the contents of the political story.
They will not help him. Schumer is not helping him.
Yeah.
Ro Khanna is not going to help him. They've all withdrawn their endorsements.
Yeah. No,
he's not going to get money from the Democratic Party.
I mean, but just to be fair about it though, because for years on this show, you and others have said, you were frustrated with people that turned a blind eye to things that you think that Donald Trump did wrong.
That's right.
And voted for him anyway. And that made you crazy.
That's right.
So by that context, because people were voting for him because they wanted the Supreme Court to go a separate way, or they wanted tax cuts.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's a difficult situation. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But if you don't vote for him, you vote for Susan Collins, and that I don't know what you're supposed to do in Maine.
Yeah. Switching gears. Something else that came up in the show is this story about parenting. You didn't share your take, and I wanted to get your feel from this. A 17-year-old girl vandalized a produce stand with her friends, and her own mom turned her in to teach her a lesson. You said you'd protect your daughter to the end. What do you think about this? What would you have done if Eve had done something wrong?
How desperate are these kids for fruit? Why are they attacking a produce stand? I mean, that would be my first question. Yeah. What's your motivation? Are you there for the vitamin C, or are you there to disrupt the produce stand?
It's a good question.
And I took Whoopi's point that they need to be. She said if they murdered somebody, they would not turn them in. She said that. Am I right?
Yeah, I believe so.
But for this kind of a minor
I was backstage
infraction,
when this happened. I kind of missed it.
This is a minor infraction. She would like to teach them a lesson.
All right. And what about you? Would you stand by Eve?
First of all, my daughter would never do such a stupid thing. She's not that kind of a kid. She never
got in real trouble?
You know what? Here's a story about her.
Yeah.
So she had a friend that I thought was iffy. And I didn't really think she should hang out with the girl.
Right.
But I never said anything because she told me, I don't think I'm going to hang out with that girl anymore. I don't like certain things. She said it. The kid was smart enough to figure it out herself. So just raise kids with a brain and a moral center and let them, you be their role model for that, and they'll do the right thing. Look, I wonder what this kid's parents, what they were robbing fruit stands in their youth.
Did you ever tell Eve about trouble you got into, or did you keep that from her? Because my kids have no idea. Like, I got into some trouble, and I never tell them anything. And every once in a while, my mother kind of implies something, or my sister implies something, and I cut them off immediately. I don't want them to know.
I write about my life, so she finds out things that way.
Yeah? Is she ever shocked?
Not really.
No? What's the worst thing you ever did? What kind of trouble did you get into?
I was into a little 5-finger exercise.
Oh, a little shoplifting.
I remember when I was a kid, I stole a red brassiere from the 5 and 10. I didn't even have any boobs. Yeah. What was I going to do with that?
Yeah.
And I was very young. It was like me and the kids around.
You were with other friends, and you were
with other friends, and we were like, "Oh, let's do that."
Yeah.
That's stupid.
No, I did the same thing. Like a baseball hat or a CD or stuff like that.
Oh, you went for the big stuff.
I mean, it was like $18, but yeah. But always with a group of kids.
Why would we do that?
To feel cool.
Kids want to be rebellious in certain ways.
I'd be so heartbroken if my kids did that.
But then I would confess it.
Yeah.
Because I was a good Catholic girl. I would go to confession and say, "Bless me, Father, for I have stolen a brassiere."
No, okay, that's good. I stole a candy bar once, and I got caught. And the guy told me to stay there, and he was going to call the police. And I panicked, and I just ran into traffic, thinking that he couldn't possibly follow me. And I was like, if I get hit by a car, I get hit by a car. But I just darted into a highway, and
what happened?
I got away. Yeah.
You got away.
And I could never walk back that way from school ever again.
Were you so hungry that you needed to steal a candy bar?
I don't know.
Did you get an allowance? Maybe they should have given you some money.
Yeah, I got an allowance. Oh. I don't know. Yeah, I was trouble.
That is a pathetic story.
It's a sad story. It was a sad story.
That's worse than the red brassiere story.
I also got fired from my first job working in the movie theater because I was stealing nachos from the concession stand. Yeah.
You're a thief.
I'm a thief. I was 14, but still not good.
I was even under 10.
Okay. Well, no, for the nachos, I was 14.
Yeah.
All right. This will probably all come out too. We were talking to Alyssa about this topic yesterday.
I don't know. After we're done with this conversation, how much time do you actually have of a broadcast?
Oh, people always say, like, I wish the Joy conversations went even longer, and they don't see. I mean,
they do go longer. But you cut them out.
I cut them all out. No, we do 17 minutes on that gets published, and in real life, we do an hour and a half. We were talking to Alyssa about this topic yesterday. Do you ever think there's a good reason to lie to your significant other? Do you ever lie to Steve? I can't lie to Heather. I get caught.
To lie to your husband or wife? Like about what?
About anything. Stuff we spending money on.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Right. Affairs you're having. Yeah.
Well, that was the first husband.
Yeah.
But not this one. This one, my husband is a gem.
He's a good guy.
Well, he's a gem. He's not just a good guy.
Yeah.
The guy is a gem.
He's a gem.
Yeah.
Steve the Gem Janowitz.
44 years we're together.
That's unbelievable. That's good.
Yeah.
And you still like him.
We really do like each other when we laugh and have fun together.
That's great. That's great.
We do Sacha Baron Cohen material with each other. Can we have Sacha on the show, please?
I love Sacha. Yeah, anytime he's here.
Where's Todd? Book Sacha.
He just needs a project, and as soon as he has a project to come promote, we'll do him.
He's nobody makes me laugh like Sacha Baron Cohen.
Have you seen the Larry David bit that went viral this week?
Sacha's in it?
No, but it made me think of you because you would love it. It's George Washington's farewell address.
Yeah,
and Rob Reiner is George Washington in his last appearance.
That's weird.
It's weird, but it's pretty great.
Why did he do it?
It's pretty great.
I'm waiting for the Susie Essman episode, so I have to see that one.
Okay, of course. Susie, your best friend.
Yeah.
All right. There was a topic on the list today from Miss Manners. I know you enjoy Miss Manners.
I do.
She had a question about excluding someone from a party. I think this is a good one for you. They wrote, "We have a good friend who lives near us and is part of a circle of friends who attend each other's gatherings." You have this kind of thing.
Yeah.
This friend has become a doom scroller. You know what that is?
No.
That's when someone goes on like Twitter and social media and just keeps looking and reading and getting more and more angry and depressed as they go through things and is very agitated with the political scene, much like yourself.
Oh.
I have asked him to please just try to enjoy our time together and keep the mood light at the parties we host. However, he can't seem to avoid bringing up politics and is intolerant of views that don't align with his.
Oh, boy.
Do we have to keep inviting him to be nice? And also, are you this person? Would be my other question.
No, I don't know any doom scrollers.
No, but you get worked up about the news.
Sometimes we'll go to a party like I won't mention his name, but there's somebody out there in the Hamptons who has big dinner parties. Mm-hmm. He and his wife, and they have a lot of moolah, and they invite all different kinds of people.
Yes.
And I got into a little scrap with one of them a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually don't mind that.
Yeah, you enjoy it a little bit.
Well, so to me, if you're not vicious, to me it's fun. Like I can talk to people who disagree with me if they take a light tone for it. If they're going to get angry.
Yeah. Doesn't it feel like work to you since you do this for a living? I feel like the last thing I want to do is talk about politics with anybody.
That's true.
Yeah.
I know.
But I'm sure people, when they see you, want to talk about stuff. Did you hear what Trump did? Did you hear about this, right? I mean, that must be...
They do.
Fun. Yeah,
they do
course.
ask me questions, but
yeah.
I try to avoid it as much as possible. It's like this noise going on all around me with this politics, and just like we can't even look at him anymore.
Right.
When Trump comes on, I turn the channel.
Were you watching stuff on your vacation?
Here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You turned on CNN or MSNBC or ABC
My
News?
go-to is CNN, MSNBC. I'll
ABC
go
News.
back and forth. And ABC, David Muir, yeah.
Yes.
It goes right before Jeopardy, so that's why I watch David Muir a lot. Yeah.
How do you do on Jeopardy when you watch? Can you answer most of them?
My gem of a husband is brilliant at Jeopardy.
Yeah.
He should go on. He'd make a lot of money. But
they have pop culture Jeopardy now, and I'm kind of interested in trying out for it.
That I would never be good at.
I think I'd be really good at it.
Well, you can't just do it. It's an ABC show.
I don't know.
You can't go on that show.
I think there's like an internet version of it I could do. Like it's on like Netflix or
Not
YouTube
for money.
or something. No?
I don't think so. That's a conflict of interest.
All right, fine.
But
I'm great at it.
I love Jeopardy. And I love Ken Jennings. He's great.
He's really good.
Very good at it.
He's really good.
I'm amazed at the body of information some of these contestants have. Like I happened to have been a clue on Jeopardy last week. Did you know that?
No, I didn't see. That's amazing.
They put up my picture and everything.
Oh, that's great.
And the guy got it. And this is what's amazing about it. Why would he know me?
Everyone knows you.
No, but this guy, he knew neurophysics. He knew about the planetary system. He knew about everything. And he also knows me.
Yeah.
I was amazed at that.
No, you're part of the firmament now. You're there.
When I was in Europe, no one recognized me really. Here and there, an American.
Yeah.
And it's a pleasure.
I bet.
It is. I mean, and my hair looked bad. I had no makeup on.
Yeah.
I looked like Cinderella's sister Drizella.
It's a good reference for you. Do you remember the name of the other sister?
No.
I'm trying to think. It's Drizella and
Isabella?
Anastasia.
Oh, you see, Drizella is a funny name.
Drizella's a great name.
Anastasia is not a funny name. Anastasia is a cute name.
Mm-hmm. The mother is Lady Tremaine. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, you and I often talk about movies, and I thought this story would interest you. The New York Times recently asked readers to pick the film that most definitively captures the American experience. The number one movie that people chose was Idiocracy, which is
I never saw it.
It's a science fiction movie set 500 years in the future, depicting the U.S. as an anti-intellectual dystopia. It's a comedy with Terry Crews playing the president. His qualifications are that he's a wrestling champion and a porn star. What do you make of this, and what do you think depicts the American experience? I bet it's the same thing I'm going to say, which is our favorite movie.
The Godfather.
Godfather, right?
Why do you think that's the why is that so American?
It's about family.
It's about a mob.
It's about that was number 2 on the list also, but it was because it's about family. It's about respect and power.
Well, it's almost as if the criminal aspect of it is secondary to the American experience of coming to America.
Yeah.
In Godfather 2, this De Niro part, and making this country work for you.
Yeah.
But the mob part is not very American, I don't think.
I don't know.
So the other thing
who's naive now, Kay?
Well, it's American in that when Michael says how naive you are.
Yeah.
When you think that the government is not the same as the mob. I understand that, but it's not. My family came from southern Italy. They came from Calabria.
Yeah.
And they were poor. And that's why I was talking about these people on the side of Mount Etna who lived close to where my family came from. When they went back and visited, after we were established in this country and I was a child, one of the ancestors was living in a chicken coop or something. I mean, they were poor, and they had to come in. No thanks to the northern Italians who treated the southern Italians badly. Okay, now they come here. Nobody in my family. My grandfather Vincent was approached by a few of these guys, and said no because he had the temperament. He was calm. He had beautiful white hair. And he was he could have made a great godfather, but he was not a criminal. He was a hardworking man. So that is the American experience. It's the Italians and the Jews and the Hispanics and this whatever they are all over the world. The Syrians coming over here and making a life for themselves without being criminals.
So tell me, what do you think? Give me a movie that you think sums up the American experience.
Besides The Godfather.
Yeah. You just talked me out of The Godfather. So
I talked you out of that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Casablanca.
It's not set in America,
no,
but yes.
But it's about Rick, who's an American, who basically does the right thing at the end.
Okay. I like it. All right. And viewers, let us know what you think. I think I'm going to show my older daughter, Grace, The Godfather for the first time. She's not particularly interested in it, but I think I'm just going to...
Well, don't force it on the girl.
Well, she's old enough. She doesn't know. It looks old to her, I think. But if we sit down and...
Is there sex in that? I don't remember.
There's one scene, and I'll just go and get something from the fridge when that happens. It's when Sonny's with the bridesmaid up against the wall.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
It's not great to see.
In the book.
Yeah, in the book. Oh, my God.
That's Lucy Mancini.
Yes, but...
that's comedy.
That's fine. That part's fine. But it's awkward. It's more awkward for me than her, I think. I just have to get out of the room. All right. Well,
she's a very talented little girl.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm very proud.
She sings Hallelujah.
Yep, we talked about it.
Which is Leonard Cohen's song and a beautiful song.
Yeah.
I love that song, but she nails it.
Thank you very much.
Good for her.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday on the show,
Broadway
too. I can't
baby.
stop bragging about my girls.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me today, Joy Behar. Tomorrow, I'll be back with Sarah Haynes, and we'll see you then.